What's going on, thinkers? You big smelly thinker, you. Yeah, I know it was you. Think Tank here, coming to you live from an undisclosed location deep within the dirty South. And speaking of smelly things, Blizzard has released to us some little bit of information on a new campaign, new adventure mode they're releasing in Hearthstone called Curse of the Naxxramas. And if you haven't heard now, it's got some really exciting features. It's got new playable cards, new bosses to fight, new levels to go through, new boards to fight on. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so Curse of Naxxramas, a Hearthstone adventure. Now this saw information coming from Blizzard that they've released to us, in which they tell us that the ancient necropolis Naxxramas, a base of operation for the powerful archlich Kel'Thuzad and his plague-bearing undead host, comes to Hearthstone in a single-player adventure that anyone can undertake. So what that means to us is that we get a brand new adventure mode, single-player campaign for Hearthstone. It looks really exciting. We've got some new cards. And to acquire these new cards, it's going to be standard progression, which you would find in most normal games. You know, as you complete quests, you unlock cards, and here's no different. They've introduced us to 5 new cards, and but they say we get a total of 30 new cards by completing these quests. And the first one we have here is the Undertaker. 1 mana, 1/2. Minion. Looks like it's got great value, and its power is whenever you summon a minion with death rattle, you gain +1/+1. It's gonna be really nice with this set because it looks like a lot of these sets deal with death rattles, and you could obviously incorporate that with the current minions who have death rattle. And then up next we've got the Nerubian Egg, and you summon a 4/4 Nerubian upon death rattle. So for 2 mana, you basically get a 4/4. You know, if they kill that. Now obviously, somebody's gonna not attack that, but I can imagine taunting that or something like that and making that have a lot of value. And then we have a Shade of Naxxramas, which this one's really cool because for 3 mana you get a 2/2. That has stealth, and at the start of your turn you gain 1/1. So I can see that becoming really powerful if opponents don't do that. And usually, unless they've got Flame Strike or something like that, some AOE without without being able to directly hit it, I see that surviving a long time. And then up next we've got Dancing Swords. This one's pretty cool. 3 mana for 4/4. A lot of value there. Upon death rattle, your opponent draws a card. And then finally, we get to see the first new legendary of this set, Baron Rivendare. 4 mana, 1 attack, 7 health. Your minions trigger death rattles twice. So you can imagine how exciting that would be. Playing that with a bunch of minions with death rattle. Some minions with some really cool death rattle. So we'd like to see exactly how that plays out. Alright, and one of the bosses they've showed us is Hygen the Unclean. He's got a special skill, Mind Apocalypse, in which both players draw 2 cards and gain a mana crystal. I'm a little bit confused by that one because I don't know how. I mean, I guess for 2 mana and you get a mana crystal and 2 cards, but you also give your opponent that. So I don't know if that's going to be like a speed thing or what. But this is just a boss. I don't think you get to play with him. His hero power is Eruption. 1 mana, does 2 damage to the leftmost enemy minion. Pretty much if there's only 1 minion on the board. And not only with this guy, but you'll also get 4 other bosses to fight in the different wings of this adventure. You're going to see a big-ass spider, Meixna. You can see a fungal horror, Loathib, and shambling abomination patchwork, as well as another one. And we don't know anything about their skills or anything, so this should be powerful, fun bosses to go up against. And like I said before, once you beat those bosses, then you'll unlock some of these other cards too. So there's definitely a lot to do in this new patch. And then last but not least, there's still some other stuff, but one of the key features to this is this new battle arena, which has more things to click on. So you see here, it's got like a skeleton ooze thing, and a little toxic waste, and a little spider cave, and all that kind of cool scenery to go along with what we're gonna be up against. Alright guys, well that pretty much sums up this video. Just wanted to do a quick coverage of some of this new information that's been released to us. Super excited about all this great new stuff that Blizzard is adding, and that's something that really keeps me into Blizzard games and a fan of their stuff, is that they just always seem to want to take their games to the next level, and this certainly seems to do that with Hearthstone. Definitely keeps my interest peaked in that, so hopefully I'll be able to bring you guys some gameplay and show you some of the cool stuff out there. But let me know what you liked about this video, what you like about the new update, what you don't like, what you're concerned about, and all that good stuff. And as always, keep thinking.